Hey, Elon Musk. Uh, well, we got another patent for you. Put this one on the list. Actually, you want to do this one first thing in the morning. But before, literally, have your legal team go down there because you're going to figure out how to make this work. ET already taught me. I was sitting here bullshitting with ET. We got to thinking about it. I've got a design for your car that should basically make the charging stations pointless. I mean, if you can get this to work. But before I tell you all of that, this is where the meteor cannon comes in. You may remember the guy in Alabama who figured out how to make a car run on hydrogen, water, or water. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was water or hydrogen or something like that, which is basically the same thing, right? But he figured out how to get the car to run on water, literally. Like, a lot of people said that was a conspiracy theory, and then some people figured out how he did it, and I've actually seen YouTube videos where people actually get cars to run off of hydrogen somehow. I don't know. I haven't ever researched it. I don't really care. So I've never really got into looking at that, and ET didn't flood my brain with a whole lot of water like he's doing right now. So this one, oh, by the way, what I wanted to say about that, if you'll remember, and this is, I mean, everything I've ever heard about this wasn't just a conspiracy. I mean, they a conspiracy theory. They actually, said, yeah, the guy just ended up dead as soon as he turned the patent over. The CIA and Big Oil whacked him, obviously. So that's where that meteor cannon's going to come in. But Big Oil's not going to take a hit on the people like their gasoline cars, okay? Now, if you get this to work, you're going to, like I said, make sure that you get that paperwork signed by your legal team that says you won't launch anything to outer space of Lockheed Martin's if you end up dead or something like that. That'll keep you alive for sure. They'll probably send their own security guards to track you all day long and keep you safe. If you do that, because you're their only source of getting their equipment in outer space now, which worked to perfection. So, also, anyways, get that. Make sure you, and I got the meteor cannon out there for you, so, it's Big Oil and all of you who's real mad about me bringing this one up right now. That's where you're going to have the problem here, Big Oil. You see we've always been connected, and Big Oil's always kind of done their thing using my Jacob's ladder there. Okay, see how I've got to explain to Big Oil why making this video isn't a problem, Elon. Okay. All right. Are you ready for this, Big Oil? Lockheed Martin hacked Jacob's. Oh, there's lots of people with Jacob's ladder. Okay. Lockheed Martin hacked them a long time ago. Now you've got, remember Rocky and Bullwinkle? Okay. That's Rockefeller and the Hubble telescope. Anytime you hear the Hubble telescope, they put a telescope out there, and then when they put the Hubble telescope out there, that's not a telescope, okay? It's a quantum computer that's connected to GPS. Now, that system only connected to the 33 secret society type folks, right? Which were a lot of Jews and some Nazis and most of your people that are big oil, pharmaceutical industries, politicians, things like that. Okay. So what you would end up having in the past is when this water would come into my mind, it would only go to those particular individuals. Okay. It would stay in that arena, right? Now you have China's put a quantum computer in outer space with their own water delivering satellites like the GPS system. Elon Musk has put Neuralink and Starlink into outer space, which is just like the system that I'm talking about. Okay. So what you're going to end up having there, Big Oil, is now when you in Pinky and the Brain, you got 3-in-1 oil. So now you've got a mind hive that's connected to a mind hive that even has another mind. There's multiple mind hives, big oil, okay? You're not the only people that's going to be able to rob people of their patents anymore, all right? Which you've been doing that for years. Dr. Teller is telling everybody what you've been doing for years, which would be E.T. and Boyd Bushman. Watch the video on YouTube. All right, big oil. But the reason that it doesn't matter, CIA, that I tell Elon to do this is because he's going to get the information anyway. Because now, remember the Borg-Warner toolbox? All right. So when it trickled into, that water trickled into my mind and went boop right over there to the big oil like it always does, and they stole the patent just like that. What they've been doing for years. They've been using people as cogs who had Jacob's ladder after they hacked them with AI. The stream come down to their mind, and they pluck the information out of their mind, and they keep it for themselves, and the rich get richer. Okay, and if you manage to actually patent the idea after they get it anyway, they'll whack you like they did the guy in Alabama. But what I wanted to tell you, big oil, is it doesn't matter anymore if you whack the guy after he comes up with the idea, right? Well, you would never whack me because I have Jacob's ladder, and you know it's the most solid ladder there is on the planet, and you exploited that for years. But I was happy down on the bio, so I didn't mind, right? Of course, my Sojourner had been setting y'all up unbelievably all this time. So, you know, I figured I was just going to live my life down on the bio and enjoy life until somebody tortured me after Trump got elected. And then that's when you woke up the mummy, right? So the mummy's not happy. But what's going to happen in the future, now that you have these different mind hives, is that information, big oil, is going to come down to the cogs. And now it's going to go this way, and it's going to go that way, and it's going to go to these different mind hives. So instead of you getting all the information that you always got out of Jacob's ladder, all these other entities are going to end up with that information at the same time. Okay? They're big tech. Big oil. And what does that do? Well, if you can, you can't prevent ideas like putting alternators. If you can get a dragless alternator, that was the patent there, Elon. I'll get into the patent now. The patent that you want to file tomorrow, because you're going to figure out how to do this and it's going to work. ET already told me. I've seen it in my heads-up display. The designs, everything's already been shipped over to DARPA. They've already printed it out, and they're hiding it right now. What I'm getting at is that's not going to work anymore, okay? They're big oil. So basically, if you're fucked. Remember, if you ever heard AI is the last invention that man will ever make, big oil, you're not actually fucked. The gasoline engine's not going to go completely away. And you're always going to need oil to make plastics and chemicals and everything else. You know, the carpet in your house, the shingles on your roof. I mean, all that stuff comes from oil, all right? But the demand for oil is about to go way down due to this simple fact. You can't shelve technology anymore. You can't shelve it. You're not going to, in a mind hive civilization, which is what y'all wanted, you wanted to hook our minds up together, right? They're big oil. It was your idea. You're the one that financed it. Rockefeller Foundation financed all of this, okay, over the years. Lockheed Martin, you financed Lockheed Martin to do all of this, and you used that to your advantage. Now you're blackmailed, and now other people are doing it. And you cannot shelve technology anymore. I'm just telling you straight up. You're spinning your wheels trying to block anything from advancing anymore. You're never going to be able to shelve technology anymore. Because as soon as that water hits now, you're not the only people that get it. Everybody, these other mind hives are going to get it. All right, that's what I'm getting at. So, Elon, the dragless alternators, you can put them on all four wheels of your Teslas that are battery driven. 4 dragless alternators on your wheels that charge the battery. Now, I mean, that might sound crazy. At first, it sounded crazy to me because I was like, well, hell, surely somebody would have already done that. You know, I mean, why haven't they done that yet? Well, I just told you. That's the end of it would be the end of the gasoline engine to, not the end of it, but you're going to narrow it down to cars that'll just drive off the battery all day long and you don't even have to plug it in. Perpetual motion type thing, right? You know, all these perpetual motion technologies that they've shelved over the years. Well, Big Oil, what are you going to do when all of that streams in now, when ET says, oh yeah, check this out, drops it down Jacob's ladder and it goes to another mind hive, because now you've got multiple mind hives because other people figured out what y'all were doing and created their own wheels, right? And when they created their own wheels, they blackmailed you because you were doing it first and you didn't tell anybody that you hacked everybody's minds, right? Since you did it first, he who cast the first stone, he who cast the first stone. Oh, don't be ashamed. Let the wicked be silent in their graves. Neuralink and Starlink. Who's been talking about merging with artificial intelligence? Elon Musk has, okay? So all of you that were doing that for years now are about to die. You have no leverage. You have nothing. Nothing. You're totally exposed. You lost all your leverage. You're completely annihilated. I mean, y'all can't even fathom how fucked you are right now. But I'm trying to just shoot you straight because, well, I was one of the guys that y'all had leached off of all these years while you robbed me of my brilliance. But I fed you a whole lot of cyanide because I want to see y'all flop around on the ground and die after you tortured me, which was a really bad idea. So, you'll be able to get away with doing that, Elon. Nobody's going to whack you. Because now they understand that that water was just distributed to DARPA. It was not only distributed to Lockheed Martin, but now it's distributed to your technology as well, Elon. And guess who trained Lockheed Martin's technology all these years? I did. Well, so, you know, I got one out of the way. Okay, Elon. Now I'm training yours. And, well, let's just say he who cast the first stone. All I got to say, Elon Muskrat Love, you ended up in a really good position. Make sure you take that down to the patent office tomorrow, and I want 60% of that one.